Hello, everybody, and welcome to Day Job. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and today we are going to be playing some Netrunner. Ooh, Eliza. Neat. And me not on Wayland. It's a sad day. So if they're putting down resources, I have to imagine they're clearing tags. I guess not. Alright, so let's ice up. And trash turning wheel. Oh, my tea. I think we can push for a Nisei next turn behind this thimble rig. Oh, even better. Alright, so let's put this out. Let's put the Nisei in there. Advanced ones. Because then, if they break that with Tycoon, we get money. Now, if they take the draw here, they risk losing breakers. And they hit the Breach Dome, so they lose a card. They lose their Citadel. Oh, they're like a Citadel Rogue trading deck. Neat. So they're either making runs or using Rogue trading. That's a neat play. Now, they're not showing a decoder. So we're going to get a 2-cost rebate on that, which pays for Thimble Rig, which they also cannot break. So let's advance out this Nisei. We've got money cards, so we're ready to keep pushing. So we'll show the hand here and bump up back to cash with Celebrity Gift. They're going to Fisk us. So next turn, we're just going to hedge fund, pop the oboe in the remote. And we will ditch probably the Aiki. So we're going to res the Kakugo here. If they break it with Tycoon, we get a rebate. And it's going to cost them a card. Next turn, I'm probably going to advance Oboe twice. So there's the Ngolo. So we're going to swap the Thimble Rig with the Kakugo. And then we're going to advance, and put that on there. Because then, if we force them through multiple times, the Kakugo... Oh, never mind. I'm going to pay here because I want them to have a ton of cards to get rid of. Yep, so we'll finish. Yeah, so they just wasted 4 cards. They're clearly on some kind of mill strategy, but I think we're going to be a little bit faster than they are. How many Fisks have gone by? All 3 Fisks have gone by. So I don't even think we have to score this. I think we're gonna hedge, slot machine, IPO, put the attitude adjustment in the bin. So the whole premise of this deck is that we have as many Nisei token-like effects as possible. We have border controls. We have Nisei MK2s. We have Marcus Baddies. We have Bio Vaults. You know, I'm trying to... So if they don't run this as their next click, then they can't steal it. So this is just all money, good ice, and lots of Nisei token-like effects. And when you're running Nisei token-like effects, the Kakugos get much better because then you're forcing them to run through multiple times. So this is kind of like a Rush Glacier Hybrid. There's a Breach Dome in there. You can just go in there. I don't think you're APOCing me with breakers that expensive. They might be APOCing me, so I'm going to have to move the border control. So we did the swapsies to prevent the apocalypse there. Now they can't afford to get in here, so we don't even have to use the Nisei token. All right, so they are at $0. We are not at $0, so we are going to score out this oboe. We have the ash, we have money cards, so we're just kind of waiting for the next agenda. Yep, so let's jam. Right border. We're gonna... I mean, this is game. There's... So the Nisei tokens did their jam. We're gonna advance, 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 and score. Good game. Thanks for the game. How's everybody doing? I'm feeling pretty good today. Walter, why you lick me? Why? I also don't want you to put, like, your actual butt in my tea. Or, can you, like, relax? Yeah, I don't want you to put your actual butthole on my phone. I'll pet you. So while we're waiting, let's take a look at the list. If you want to look at it close up, there it is. It's also in the show notes on YouTube. It's pretty straight up and down, right? It's money, good ice, and like baddies and bio vaults, right? Like we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 money cards. 16 money cards if you count Slot Machine as a money card. As far as excuse me, as far as new spice, we don't have any. I had a Lethalion Nisei, but I got rid of it. I'd like to get it back into the deck because it. Okay, let's try that again. Wow, I have no idea what just happened there. It just, like, borked my entire show card screen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. I have no idea what the heck just happened. Oh, it moved stuff around. It, like, resized everything. What a weird bug. Well, I'll fix it later. But yeah. How is everybody doing? How's everybody's practice going? Man, nobody wants to be my friend, huh? Oh yeah, this is completely borked. I'm gonna have to like delete the sources and redo it. Unfortunate. Alright, we'll deal with it later. Or they just left immediately? Okay, cool. That seems to have somewhat fixed it. Yeah. That was terrible. But yeah, so these are the risks we take for science. I think this deck's pretty good. I think we've got a strong case. Just waiting on an opponent. Nobody wants to play me. I mean, I guess we can do a runner game, because I'd rather not just sit here waiting forever. I would really love it if we could get one of these games to fire. Yeah, this seems pretty good. We'll keep this. Alright. Off to a running start. Here, let me see how bad the screen looks. All right. So, all right, let me get Sanjay in here. All right, let's start building out the remote, and we're going to IPO.
Hello.
Hello. I'm in the middle of a game, so let me get the screen share on.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, have it up on my stream.
So everyone, Sanjay is now with us.
Hi, everyone.
Can you see my screen?
Sure can. Are we crushing it?
I've been working on a mid-range. I turned my Mighty 9 Nisei tokens into a Rush Pilana deck, and turns out being Pilana solved the money problem.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Especially when there's no employee strike, right? It's like guaranteed to fire basically every turn.
I like this new ID Pilana Foods. It's like Hyobu,
but works.
Maybe a little bit less work to trigger.
Yeah. And we have the one Anansi on R&D for maximum value.
It's protecting our scoring remote yet.
Scoring remote is DNA tracker and a border control.
Oh, I love it.
Because we are on oboes.
I love how they have 0 breakers for our scoring remote right now.
Yeah, that's why I rushed out. Also, this deck is promoting better play on my part, because it's just like, we should just go. Like, now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Alright, so now they have all 3 breakers. So now we have to...
You're...
Go ahead.
Your 99 nines deck was RP, right? And you had to... And I think one thing that's cool about this list is that
it's not going to go to time every round.
You're not, unless they make you, you're not dedicating any slots to archives. You know, any ice. You don't need to.
Right.
Which is pretty cool.
So I think I'm going to try to push the Biovault to get some money wasted.
Seems great, yeah.
Because they don't know it's not an oboe.
Yeah, I mean, whether they come in to check it or not, like, it's great for us. Because Gordian Blade does not break DNA Tracker efficiently. I mean,
No.
it breaks it fine. Like, it's
As long as there's no other code gates on the server, it's just fine.
Some lady counters is pretty great.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just taking some tempo away. Ideally here, I'd like to draw into an NGO so can we... Oh, right. Oh, well. They don't...
Fine. I think we just drained a bunch of credits for that, and in exchange, we are giving them some accesses on Centrals. I think that's fine.
They trashed a Marcus Batty. Not ideal. All right. Probably just click for credits because I don't want to draw into an agenda.
Yeah, what's on R&D?
On Nancy.
Cool. I suppose it's tempting to install another ice there, but
next turn I'll probably get the slot machine on there.
yeah, I guess the in terms of thinking about nanotech and making it maximally awkward to break.
No, I mean I'll take the 6, right? Like we can't commit to the 9 cost, right? Forever.
Yeah.
Because we might not be able to afford it. We're going to be able to afford it now, so I think we draw once. Oh, now we can definitely afford it. And then, yeah, just get a credit.
Let's get credit, so then if we want, we can res all our ice next turn. Not that we probably want to, but...
We could.
I mean, if they run R&D, or... If they run R&D, we res an Annunciate in their face, right? That's great.
Thank you so much for coming on, my dude.
Yeah, I love this. And I do especially love watching a Jinteki Glacier deck in action. One of my favorite archetypes. I just love Nisei counters.
So let's draw.
What a great draw! Oh, what a great draw! Wow.
Yeah, that
Things are going well.
the showing agenda's celebrity gift.
That is nice also because it's pointing them towards R&D. Though it seems like their deck is just going to be running some multi-access. They're not.
So I'd like to get actually a Kakugo on R&D to decrease the likelihood that they're able to steal oboes when they go there.
I like that. You want to put 2 of them on there, or
just the one, because then that makes... Well, what is... No, I guess we're still fine on nanotech if we do 2. But I'd like to save 1 for the remote, so let's put the slot machine on R&D, and then let's IPO.
Nice. And some turn down the line, putting the Ash in the remote is...
pretty good. Yeah, I would really like to draw into agenda because they're starting to like do shaper business.
Yeah, definitely. And that's, I think, one of the nice things about the Ash that we have in our hands right now. That we at the next agenda, whether if they come check the Ash and trash it, that takes them up. That slows them down a significant amount. And if they, ooh.
All right, so I think we have to do a little bit of prep for this. So we're going to put that, and we're going to get it out of our hands.
Love that.
But we have to have the card thinning in play, right?
Yeah, and this border control and the Nisei token being a multiplier.
Oh my god. Patchwork is so anti-synergistic with stealing Obakatas.
Yeah, it's very good for Pilana, too.
Right.
There's not a Patchwork deck that's not interested in
drawing a mountain of cards.
And what do we do the last click? Probably just draw cards, so our R&D or H. I was hoping to protect the Philotic a little bit here, but I don't think we did.
We did. We could protect it by body checking their their access with a Nisei instead.
Yeah. Maybe they'll get the Nisei and they'll be satisfied.
Yeah, it's like that time I mulliganed into 4 agendas in a cut of a regional, and I was against Leela, and they ran HQ first click, and I was like, oh man, you sure sniped that one. Don't run again. I didn't say
They
it like
are
that, but I was like, oh shucks, you sniped it.
in real rough shape, including the fact that we have we have the Philotic Entanglement because
We can
I don't
NA
think
it. Yeah. I don't think they're going to run
Yeah, I
an
think
unadvanced card.
hard to. I mean, I think we can probably jam out either of these, but like it is rough for them right now.
Yeah, and Yeah, I'll fire Slot Machine. We might get some free cash out of the deal. Hey, if they don't break it, we do get some free cash out of the deal.
So they do have Husuk, which only gets them. Oh no, it'll get them 5 cards. That's pretty cool.
We have a Nisei token also, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if we res the any
Is
of
this
the.
a single access?
Yeah.
We can just let them have it, right?
Yeah, I think we can let them have this one. And then if they go for the same old thing into the multi-access, that's when we'll res the big dogs, right?
The ones with the big dog.
And then we're not going to use Hedge Fund so that our hand is still padded. Actually, let's draw.
Yeah, I mean, I think using the hedge
now
fund
we
is
can
a
use the
little
Hedge Fund.
good.
Yeah. I just wanted to have
Yeah.
3 cards besides the Nisei in our hand.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they need to score 3 agendas to close this game out. And that's going to be a lot of work for them.
Slot Machine is such a great piece of Glacier Ice.
Yeah, it's really fun. I think I certainly have a soft spot in my heart for just porous, high-strength ice. And Slot Machine actually has like the numbers to be good.
So
one.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, our first
one
game...
ice I really mourn from Terminal Directive leaving us is Tapestry. Just, here's 3 subs on this. It's 5 strength. It doesn't do anything, but it just does a bunch of like nonsense. And Slot Machine kind of is taking some of the pain away. Is this the last click?
Yeah, I'll just do that.
We can.
We don't need to go through the whole. Like I can.
No, what is more merciful?
Yeah,
but
I don't need to be like spend literally every cent of your cash, like, and then I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an impressive showing of the deck. I think in terms of like the benefits of going fast. Because I like this deck was inspired by friend of us and friend of the show, Baharam, aka Set Zero, who posted a Husuk
Haley deck.
Yeah, Husuk Haley deck, and I think
it's tough. It's slower than you want to be, and it doesn't
yeah.
have.
I mean, if you want to access 6 cards with Husuk,
Oof.
6 and 4. Lot of credits.
Yeah, we're throwing this into the abyss.
Not the best hand I've ever seen in my life.
That's a
the
much.
ice was nice.
The ice was nice.
Yeah. This
All
is
right.
an interesting hand.
I think we're gonna put probably the Ike on HQ since that's where they're most likely to poke.
Yeah.
Kakago on R&D, and probably just get a buck.
Got a lot.
Next turn, if we draw into a second agenda, we might attitude adjustment to overdraw, and then we can also get rid of put the breach dome in the bin, right?
I don't hate that.
There's the pad tap. So we're gonna have to kill that on sight.
Do we have any things that give us credits yet? I guess we can wait until then.
Well, they're gonna use it right now because they're gonna draw a card if they're smart.
Oh, right. That's cool.
Nope. Okay.
Odd.
So let's get rid of this,
Yeah, I like that.
and then I'm gonna shuffle the agendas back in.
Yeah.
And just
it does
click
feel
for a
real
credit.
bad to we're trying to rush out.
I know.
and,
I know.
But I think against a Leela deck, it makes sense for us to not to like slow our roll a little bit. I mean, that is playing into their game, but I think it's also correct because Leela decks often have plenty of good ways to like.
Right, we would have to like do the double advancing the Niseis and
Yeah. I think they have plenty of ways to frustrate you if you're just trying to like sneak out a Nisei behind a single in the run ice. Even though it's playing into their game plan, I think it makes sense to be a little cautious.
not being able to be
There-
employee striked as Pilana feels incredible, Sanjay.
Yeah, pretty nice. Pilana is definitely an ID where like employee strike felt a little like I mean it's often very good and nice for the matchup, but it felt a little like degenerate. I'm just getting a credit. Like leave me alone. Ooh.
No, like we can't suffer that card, right?
I like it.
I'm using pad
Well, I wanna
taps
be
in
counter.
in all of my criminal decks, and when
Yeah.
people leave them down, it's always the wrong choice. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. I
Hedge.
think Pad Tap has value as a card that just says, "Hey, give me 3 credits." That can be a potent economy option.
So they're gonna go in for the doof. So I'm at least gonna make them spend the money. This is
I
not.
like that.
This is not
lines up pretty nicely,
not
too.
inexpensive.
I think we're seeing here the value of the Ngolo include in these Leela decks.
I actually added the Ikes exactly because it's a ridiculously cheap piece of ice that is not broken by Angolo easily.
Yeah, they have to pay 4 to break this. That's really good. 4, and they have to have another subroutine that they have to contend with. And I think sometimes the subroutine is good for the runner. Often
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it can be very good for the corp. Like if people
Yeah.
are running last click and like making them drop to 7.
Yeah,
You're like-
or, like, you're not really trying to run them out of cards, but it is an option for you.
I just wanted to get the Bio Vault out of my hand.
I like it.
And if
I
they
think
go,
it's worth it to save it. Do we res?
I don't think we do. I think we trust our deck not to screw us, right?
Yeah.
If they draw a card and go back in, we res it.
Yeah, there's some value to. Well, this is just great. I love seeing them. I think we got to fire the first probably. Seeing them spend 4 here is wonderful.
Yeah, feels great as a piece of HQ ice. I am going to pre-res the Bio Vault.
Oh, that's a really good call. Suppose that signals to them that we have agendas in HQ, but I really don't mind them continuing to poach.
No,
HQ.
that's another part of the play. If they click for a credit and then come in again, great.
Yeah.
Now we have to
Yeah,
be
'cause
wary
we don't
because they
wanna
can break border control with Angolo. So we really need to get to IPO range and get a second piece of ice so that we can use the border control for effect.
And you definitely see with border control being border control and Nisei tokens and BioVault, one of the things sometimes you can just say, oh, you don't have enough clicks to do all this, but a lot more commonly you're gonna have great draws.
So what are we gonna put on the remote?
You want to draw a card, and
Ippo?
like next turn we can start installing stuff. We could even put down an Anansi and try and jam. I don't know if you like that.
I would prefer to use the DNA tracker because it saps money if they don't. How, no, you're right. It's got to be Anansi because then if they're using Golo for the Anansi, they can't break the border control.
The downside of it, oh yeah, that's true too. Oh, that's great. Alternatively, another line we could do would be advance to Biovault and just no, that doesn't work.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna put an Anansi on there. For now, we're not gonna push this turn. I should have drawn first, and we're gonna IPO.
I like that a lot.
Because we have to double advance this Nisei anyway.
Yeah.
Now
that's good. 0 credits.
Yeah. So now we're 100% gonna push this turn, right?
Yeah, I like just going install advance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that gets pretty punished if they find the Ike on HQ.
I mean, I think we have to take that risk, right?
Can we advance it once and put the Ash on HQ? Is that good?
That's not terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like Ash is not... I mean, sometimes you can get in trouble by putting your cards... You install your cards based on the current board state and not what you hope for the board state to one day be. But I feel like Ash behind this Ike is just miserable for them. Also, they don't know it's an Ash, and so them...
They might think it's a Chrysium, so they might just not run it at all, which is fine.
Yeah, if they don't want to commit a diversion of funds to us, that sounds lovely.
Hey Thrasnos, hey Coyote Moon, hey Thomas. Welcome. I love this style of deck. I found a red deck that I actually enjoy playing. Isn't that magical?
Yeah. If we score out the Nisei, it means we're going to bounce an ice to our hand. It means we're going to have to discard. I think that's fine.
I mean, so
we can zap them. That seems kind of fun.
So if we what happens if we res both here? Do they take the Anansi damage?
They sure do.
Yeah.
They take the Anansi damage, or they jack out with flip switch. Unless they want to flip switch, we should ask. They're into it?
They're into it.
Okay.
So we got some good quality ops. So now they have to deal with this one.
Yeah, and I think we pop it here.
We're gonna pop it after they break it with Ngolo for 4.
For quite a bit.
Yeah. Not inexpensive, right?
Yeah. It's tempting to just let this happen, but I think you need to use the Ngolo to make us...
Yeah, no, just them jacking out and just, like, leaving the border control on the table is so bad. Yeah, because then we can just...
They can win that way. Yeah. It's like, I'll be right back.
Cool.
So they get a turn to do rude things to R&D, which is fine. They start the turn with 1 card, so they can't take an Avocado, which is kind of funny.
And they also don't know how spiky we are or are not.
Yeah. I mean, we can't fire a snare right now, but I'm surprised take at least a poke on R&D.
Yeah. We could, if they do strike here, we could end up losing the turntable. Or losing the Nisei counter.
That is something maybe I should have thought of a little bit more.
I mean, it's fine. Like, this is what happens when you
Yeah,
play
fine.
Rush, right?
Yeah. Turntables
Oh
are
yeah,
really
the
good
breach,
dice.
the breach domes, baby.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Ooh.
Oh man, slot machine for R&D while we're low on credits. Yes, please.
Wow, I love this. I think next turn, I'm kind of tempted to just.
I'm gonna hedge an advanced biovault.
Yeah, I love that line because I think you can use a lot more casually than. But just like, oh, this run was pretty expensive. Why not? And why not? Why don't we say it just didn't happen? Um,
Why don't we just say you didn't do that?
yeah.
Gosh, being able to guarantee the plot, like, it's amazing how many IDs get so much better when they are not employee striked all the time.
Yeah. Do we? Are we in a position to just jam next turn?
Well, they can't get through Anansi remotely close to twice, right?
Yeah. I guess let's see how we end this turn. We can consider stuff like just throwing a Nisei counter at this. That seems wrong.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think if they take an Obokata, that's sad, but we get 3 points. That's kind of like neutral. Um, nice. Yeah, only two matter. Yeah. 3 fire, for Chief Sleep purposes. And the third Nisei or the Philotic were sad. Anything else is fine. Like, if they give us an Obokata, that's like.
So they have no money, and all of our
Yeah.
crap that we care about is rest.
Yeah.
I think we put a border control on the remote and put the Nisei in there.
Yeah, the only thing that's bad against is them just popping a. No, yeah, I like that. No, that's good. We can do that.
Oh, right, we can't advance it then.
Let's do it anyway.
Let's do it anyway.
Like Ikes and stuff for inside job purposes. Not that inside job is great against Anansi, though it's not bad. Certainly, it's the case that the most powerful thing on Anansi is.
Oh, look,
like
we're still fine.
Drew a card? Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Sanjay, I really like this deck.
Happy to hear. Yeah, and we don't have to res the border control unless they make us, which feels really good. Oh wow, this is great. And we don't res the Ash. We just let them give us some money.
Yeah, this feels great.
Hmm.
I'm going to.
I think if we had more money. If we had more money, we could play games with like giving them more.
No,
cards
we don't
than
want
they
them to
can.
have the extra cards to be able to run through Anansi.
Yeah. Getting this access on HQ makes a lot of sense because,
We haven't been scoring very much.
yeah, and I think it's the most porous server. Maybe it's
All these servers are bad for them. It is a hard knock life for them to get those crowdfundings.
yeah. And here's what I'm talking about: how sometimes you don't want to place your stuff down for. I like that line.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason in having the extra tempo loss of them being able to bounce a card and us having to discard an additional card.
Yeah. One of the nice things here, the one downside of that line is that we have porous ice on the remotes, and we would really hate to see the Nisei get bounced. But I don't think that's that big of a deal.
All right, so we're gonna advance,
Great.
and score. So they're gonna get to bounce something.
Presumably the border control.
Yeah. I think we just put the border control back.
Yeah, either that or the Kakugo on R&D.
Yeah, and I've just been ditching the DNA tracker since it's our least taxing piece of ice relative to cost, right?
Yeah, Angola gets through it for 5, which we'd be happy to see them give us 5 credits, but
nope, can't play falsified on essential.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I was saying, it was extremely smart for us to install the Ash on HQ, because I foresaw that on turn 14 they would be trying to falsify credentials our Ash. You can't expose res cards is the thing.
We have 2 Nisei counters and a Bio Vault.
Yeah, that feels amazing. The only thing we're missing now is money. I'm wondering if next turn we don't have anything more pressing to do.
I think we just click for a bunch of money.
We click for a little bit of credits, and oh, we should remind them to drag their falsified back into their hand, or from the temporary zone. From the Shadow Realm. I think one thing that would be nice for us is maybe like credit.
Put the
money into our deck.
Oh yeah. So let's get hedge fund, IPO.
Yeah, because like if we draw any of those, that feels great.
Yep.
Theoretically, next turn we could just jam.
I think we are gonna just jam.
Yeah, like I think we don't.
We're showing 4 Nisei-like effects. The game's over.
Yeah. I mean, they have to make 4 successful runs next turn to stop us.
Yeah.
The problem with this line, the only downside of this line is that we can't score and res the border control.
Yeah, we can, because it'll unless they if they break it, then yeah, we can't score. But
yeah, but that's fine. Oh, okay, now we can. Oh, right. Oh, because of no, okay, so that just gains us 1 credit. Yeah, so. Oh, fun.
I mean, we're gonna after they pay for the ice, we're gonna cancel this, right?
Sure are. Yeah, and we can. I would actually preferentially use the Nisei counters, right? Because those can be turntabled away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Yeah. I mean, it really doesn't matter if they take 2 points away from us.
Yeah, so we'll get rid of that.
That was diversion of funds, so the game's over.
Yeah, now they can't get in here.
They don't have a click now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a delight. Yeah. And this is just Netrunner. Like, I'm not doing anything like spoopy or like this is just I have ice and money and agendas. Can you get the agendas? Right?
Interesting things about Yeah, that felt great.
I think both we just went completely uncontested, no scores on our opponent's side.
Yeah, that's good. I think one of the or one of the interesting things in terms of Netrunner in the history of the game is that is seeing how much the original good agendas in the core set shaped the way the factions developed. Um, I think Nisei Mark II is this really powerful 4-2, and I think abilities and that you have to advance them the turn before, show the runner what's up if you want to score one. And Jinteki has such a rich history of glacier decks because they've always wanted to score these Nisei Mark IIs.
Yeah.
Because they're just decks that build really intimidating remotes. Used to be horrible RP decks that would play enhanced login protocol.
So
And
I think we can keep this.
oh yeah, this sounds great. Love it.
So they're probably on Kushuk. I think we. I don't know where the Kakugo would go.
Right.
So I don't think we're gonna put the Kakugo out yet.
Yeah. Oh, this is great.
We're gonna do one of these.
I like that a lot. We certainly are disappointed if. Oh no, they're not Leela. Never mind.
Yeah, they are not Leela, and they're gonna draw some number of times over the course of this game, I would say.
Yeah, seems likely. I never know against Geist how much I should respect Diversion of Funds, because I feel like Geists should be on Diversion of Funds more than they are, but they usually aren't.
Yeah, I'm with you. Now, our Kakugo hand management strategy is basically dead.
Obokata is not at its strongest in this matchup.
Wow, a hand.
Ooh, this is such a good hand. Let's show them.
Yeah. So let's not show them the ice, and then let's put a new ice on R&D. How? Wow.
I think the Kakugo is just.
It's a tax, right?
So we don't know what Geist this Geist
if they're on Bitey Boys, or if they're on it looks like they're on Breaking and Entering tools. Thimble Rig is so taxing for that style of deck, because I could just bounce and be like, "Do you have another crowbar? What about now? What about now?" You know what I'm saying? Like, we can actually set up decent scoring remotes with just moving the Thimble Rigs around.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
So let's put that in the remote.
Put a slot machine in front of it.
Put a slot machine in front of it. And hedge.
I love it. The nice thing with the two Thimble Rigs is that our ice placement can be really just like whatever is good right now, because we can move everything.
Yeah, because their board state's going to be in flux.
I know one thing I'm very jealous of you for this deck is that Thimble Rig is just such a delight. And I guess I say jealous because I'm tipping our hand that it might be that you're on Jinteki for our King of Subways team, or Sovereign of Subways team.
Yeah.
Well, hard to complain about getting two Rashida Fires early game.
No. We're very rich out of the gate.
Yeah. I think next turn, assuming we don't have any more pressing concerns, getting a Biovault and advancing it at least once so that they, wow, interesting.
Yeah, let's force the use of some tools, right?
Yeah, let's just put another ice on there, or yeah, that's good.
Hey, Janked Fist.
Also gets a Thimble Rig resed, which feels really good.
That's the big thing, right?
Yeah, because
and they can't actually break Slot Machine right now.
Oh, they can't. They have 0 credits, which is nice for running into Slot Machine. It makes it just a little bit less painful.
Now they can break it.
Interesting.
They only have one Tech Trader, so if they run this, I am going to res both to eat up the tools.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I'll do that.
We're going to res everything. We have 1 million credits, and we just want to say no to them.
Yeah. So
Nice.
let's advance. What's our play here?
Do we just want to put
I kind of want to put an
another?
Ike on R&D.
Want to put an Ike on R&D?
Yeah, it'll tax out their
I like
break,
it.
right?
I think they have to break an Ike.
And we'll put the baddie in the remote.
Yeah, I like it. I wish they would make some runs to res these thimble rigs.
I want
shenanigans. Them.
I want to thimble those rigs.
Yeah.
Polana feels great.
Wow, look at this scoring remote. We're just ready.
We're ready and waiting for a sweet. Now, if we could get a border control, that would be ideal.
Oh yeah, border control would be the second best draw after.
Let's draw. Let's draw once more.
Put an ice on the remote, or
I guess we don't. I guess we don't know. We don't need more money. What am I doing? I want to put an Anansi on the remote, so once we do have the border control on there, if they use up all of them on a run, they can't come back in because the Anansi will kill them.
Yeah, I like that.
What do we pitch here? Do we pitch the hedge?
Yeah. Or the baddie?
Yeah, we can get a baddie back.
And the baddie's like the most unreliable one. They're probably a little confused what's going on with this remote.
Because we have a... Well, I mean, they have to know that that's a Biovault. Now, we can do the double Biovaults to bait... Okay.
Figured it out.
Alright. Like...
Cat's out of the bag.
The game is afoot. Sure. Put it in there. Hit the IPO button. Like...
Yeah, I like this. What we can do, if they come in here, we can res the Anansi, and when they break the thimble rig, we can move the thimble rig outermost. So they have to break it twice.
Yeah, and then it'll get rid of their breakers.
Yeah, that's
alright, so here's a
horrible.
Kushik
this is
play.
a better line for them. I guess we should have thought of this with regard to...
Well, we're still eating up their counters, right?
Definitely. Now, do they have any interest in...
I'm actually, since this is now safe, I'm going to Biovault this run.
I like it. Yeah, because we haven't drawn anything, so...
Yep. We're going to Biovault that run, and they use tools. They got money, but they've used tools, right? There's DJ for Haley, I would imagine, or maybe Ketzel.
Yeah, Ketzel's pretty good right now.
We're so rich. We have no business being as rich as we are.
Do we have interest in...
I think I'm going to advance, and I'm going to put DNA tracker on the remote.
Who does all that?
No, or do we advance, and put a DNA tracker on R&D?
I don't really...
Or what were you going to suggest?
Like, the DNA tracker on R&D doesn't change their ability to get in there.
Okay. So do we just advance, get money?
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Because we still have Batty.
Yeah, and we're not...
They are expertly playing around these thimble rigs, huh?
I know. I was so excited about these thimble rigs. We can a million times... If we advance next turn, we can absolutely get rid of that attitude adjustment. Lucky Charm? That's exciting.
We have so much money.
Oh, it feels great.
All right, yeah, we'll ditch the attitude.
Our attitude's fine. It does not need adjusting.
I want to get an Anansi on R&D next turn, assuming we don't draw into an agenda.
Yeah.
Because that way What were you gonna say?
How do you feel about Anansi and R&D install NGO, advanced NGO once?
I feel great about it.
Feels really fun. All right, they did it. They can get it.
But they can only ever steal one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they can't break this. Yeah. And they've already seen the cards, unfortunately.
Break this?
They can't break it.
What about those shivs?
Shiv does not break barriers.
Oh. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, so let's put in a Nancy.
Yeah. I like that.
And then let's jam like we got on Project Nisei or Nisei MK2.
I'm really lucky that we drew this Nisei Mark II. I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with it. Now they're probably playing two. They're probably
find out that
they're probably playing two falsifieds.
Yeah, it's gonna be disappointing when they falsify it and they find out that we have this Nisei Mark II, and then we're gonna be disappointed.
So the funniest thing is if they run, they still can't afford to break a Nancy, even with Bugalter. So I think we advance this. We resin pop it. And we put the Philotic in there. With a slot machine in front of it.
That seems great.
These are wild times where, gosh, I'm so glad you're here. I've been, Russell and I made some edits to my RP and turned it into a Polana, and it's just been a delight, so I'm happy that you're here to share this with me.
Oh, Janktivist on the Twitch chat, maybe a while ago, because I haven't been doing a good job of looking at the comments. Sorry about that. Mentioned that you have a really cool background on here, and I agree. What is that?
It's a silhouette, like neon noir city background from an artist that I used to follow, that I used to have like an artist Tumblr, but now I don't know if that Tumblr is still active.
Oh, nice. A cool. And also in the got a nice hello from who has been putting some nice videos on YouTube themselves. They were playing a Jemison deck. It was pretty wild. Most recently. Well, we're on 5 points. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, so
this is fine.
All their tools are going to be gone.
We sure don't mind them having 2 points.
Oh, they want me to fire all the subs. Okay.
Ah, I like it. I think it's exciting to note how extremely play around Polana as Geist. So they just have to give us the money.
Oof, they lose the freedom through equality.
Yeah, and freedom isn't the most.
I mean, they're almost guaranteed a strike here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they whiffed.
Wow, that's horrible. You know what's even worse about that is that they are now shuffling our deck so that we can find an agenda.
But they can't. Yeah.
Oof. And our agenda density is pretty high, so I think they're certainly favored to find an agenda there. That's brutal.
Yeah, that one is about as bad as that could possibly go.
Yeah, they lost such important cards. Now presumably they have some way of getting that levy back.
There's no same old thing in the bin, right?
There's one. Yeah.
No, there's no same old thing. Oh no, there is. Oh my gosh, they could be cooked. All right, let's draw. I want to put the Biovault. No, what were you gonna say?
Oh, that's better than what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I like the border control on R&D, but
I mean we can also do that.
Yeah.
The world's our oyster. We're rich as shit.
Border control on R&D is that the border control is also very potent on server 1.
Yeah.
Oof. I guess we should res this. Ugh.
All right. So, let's draw once. Let's celebrity gift.
Yeah, it's a great hand. Let's show him the hand.
Yeah.
Because one of the things about it, we're super rich, but we do have some pretty expensive ice on the table that we haven't rezzed yet.
This is also going to go down in history as the best example of my deck, like, not giving me up that's ever happened.
Yeah.
I think we could just go. Right?
Yeah, we could just go.
Yeah, let's just do that. They're completely out of gas, right?
Yeah. I mean, if they come in, they don't currently have a way to get past the thimble rig.
Right. We could end up winning this just off the fact that there's a thimble rig in there.
Yeah, if they run HQ to turn on...
But I'll also res this. Maybe we can get some free advancements for Biovault. Oh, no, they have no cards in hand.
Maybe we will. Oh, we will not, because there's nothing in their deck.
Right. Well, I will take some more of your money, though.
Yeah. Fire all. Wow, bold.
Bold move, Cotton.
Right, so we
this is all fine. This is all fine. This can all be exactly as it is right now. Like,
Just, I mean, we need to win this side game. Oh no, they still don't. They can't get past Thimble Rig, right? I think they are on a mode that I really respect, which is recognizing that the game is over and just going for it.
hang on. Start a side game.
Oh, that's. Oh yeah. Let's do this. This is better. All right. Edge.
Good game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think don't torture yourself. Game is over. Just make reckless runs.
Yeah.
Flatline.
Yeah.
I think our opponent modeled some very good behavior there.
Yeah, they're just like, let's do it.
I mean, don't give up on the game.
If
it's
they only had the one
lost,
same old thing, so they were borked.
Can allow some really impressive comebacks, but you know, if you're thinking like, wow, if they have even a single end the run code gate,
Sanjay,
make them show you it.
that is the fourth game, because I only played one yesterday. That is the fourth game where we won without our opponent scoring a single agenda.
Yeah, so we're protecting. So what you're saying is we're protecting centrals too much.
No. God, incredible.
Yeah.
It's because we're on the 8 agenda suite.
A new
Ooh, got a extremely formidable opponent here, Kevin Tame, really, and a really kind and wonderful human, and a really good artist.
Yeah.
And he's on Valencia Estevez, who is also a kind human, and a good runner. This is a good hand, right? It's certainly respectable. I'm not sure how we start out here. Probably the order control on the remote and Rashida? Is that right?
Yeah. And then Ike on R&D.
Yeah. This makes us a little bit embarrassed if they mining accident us, but I don't think we actually have a great way to mitigate mining accident.
Oh, yeah. Melts, thank you for the great game. Yeah, you're in a tough spot. We weren't drawing agendas, and you weren't seeing them either, and that's really tough. We're gonna get mining accident. Yeah, here you can have it. Yeah.
Huh?
I want the Rashida.
Oh, I think you're right.
One additional bad pub is not the end of the world. It's not great.
Yeah.
All right. Probably just put a Kakugo on HQ, gain a credit IPO.
That. Well, we don't need to gain credit, right?
Well, but we don't have. I don't want to. If we put any other ice down, then we can't. Like we could put ice on archives, I guess, but I'm.
Oh, got it.
I'm not comfortable committing that yet.
Yeah.
Do we want to just install Advance and see if we can beta run?
Either that or install Advance and put a DNA tracker in front of it.
Ooh, yeah, make it look like that sweet Nisei that he craves.
Yeah, I mean, he probably just lets us have it if he doesn't have any breakers. Like, he's not gonna just expect that pitching himself into 2 ice with no protection is gonna work out well for him, especially with us on 14. So he's gonna be super relieved when this isn't a Nisei.
Ooh, Taka.
Ooh. Well, I guess we've seen, yeah. You can res this and just get, maybe put the baddie, or actually, yeah. Oh, I guess, yeah, we can put the baddie in there.
And then next turn we'll
And that's
push.
pretty nice.
The Nisei's still pretty safe 1 in 5, right?
Yeah, definitely. And we have an end the run. Don't we have an end the run on?
Yeah, we have a Kakugo.
Yeah, and it's a border control on the remote.
Border control and a DNA tracker.
And
So I think we're pretty safe to push next turn and then put a second border control on the remote.
Yeah, I like that.
So let's install. Let's advance. And then let's put another border control on there.
Love it. And I think Archivist will trigger off Nisei Mark II.
Yeah. I mean, we might pay into it, right?
Did we bring Chrome in there?
No, not yet. I wish we did, but we don't.
Yeah. Oh, I guess one thing we could have thought of is that he's losing the crowdfundings here, so maybe icing up archives would have been
Yeah, that's
clever.
true. We can always do that in the future, but we're focusing on primary game plan, which is going fast, right?
Yeah. Oof. Giving him another bad pub with this Archivist is going to be really painful.
I don't think we can do that. I think we're going to have to try to beat him on the trace. No, never mind. Never mind.
Revise him, but we cannot beat him on this trace.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to give him this one too.
Yeah, but we just got to go fast, right?
I mean, he's advanced his his game plan here, which is getting his runs so efficient that he cannot be stopped, and we've advanced our win condition by.
Well, but we have the border controls. Like the DNA tracker's never going to be cheap, right?
Yeah.
All right, we need to get the slot machine on archives.
Yeah, slot machine is good for archives. It's going to be. If he wants to take that back and just boost the corroder one.
He installed the corroder last click, I think. Oh no.
Yeah. If he wants to retroactively just boost the corroder, he should feel free. Yeah, that's some smart. Nice. Yeah, cool.
I want to get the ash in the remote.
Love putting the ash in the remote there. Yeah. Because I think we're still able to tax him even though he has this. Oh, Kakugo's great here.
And it's also showing that maybe we have stuff we're worried about, so he might run multiple times. Yep.
Yeah. I think the thing here is that the bad pub means that we're probably not really going to be able to tax him on money, but the
We
cool
can still
thing about
we can still
our-
tax him on cards.
Yeah, we can. There's so many things we can tax. We can tax clicks. We can tax cards. We can tax money, and that's one thing that's very exciting about this kind of list.
And we do have the one Nisei. The one Nisei is very good for us.
Yeah. It looks like I'm glitching out a little bit.
So he got an oboe.
No, that's fine.
Best case scenario would be if we were to draw into another oboe.
We probably would put either the slot machine or the Kakugo on R&D here.
I think the Kakugo. And then the IPO. I think we need to purge next turn.
Yeah.
Kevin's so rich. Yeah, he is just super duper rich with this Reg Leela.
Yeah. I really like this purge. It does give him the slot machine still cost him 3 to get through. Nice. Unless he wants to give us money. Guess what he does here is he
just eats it because he has the bad pump.
yeah. I guess what he does here is he uses the data sucker token to break it next time. And gets through for free.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a ton we can do. We need the breach
The
dome.
battery just walks us through it 3 times unless it's going to give us the 3 counters. So he doesn't really care about the 3 counters. Oh, interesting.
Ooh, the triple.
Yeah, so probably he breaks here. He's gonna.
Yep.
Nice. Cool. He gets 2 crowdfundings back, I think.
Yep.
He needs to pay.
No, we do not need Vamp to come back. We're doing bad enough.
Yeah, Kevin just flexing his giant amounts of money at us.
Yeah, I mean, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, but I think
Do we draw here?
yeah. Why don't we show him our weird hand? What's our remote looking like?
It's border control, DNA tracker, border control.
Pretty good.
With an Ash and a Baddie. Alright, so we need to get an Ike in front of that.
Yeah, I like that. Though Ike doesn't do anything because he's still.
Alright, so do we try to push here?
I think so. I think that's how we win the game.
And then ditch this attitude adjustment, which may end up getting cut now that we're going faster. Right? It could be like an arc lockdown or a toll booth even. God, he's so rich.
Well, this is rude. We have enough money that we can res all our stuff too. It's not taking much of his money, but
He only has 1 click left, so he can't steal this.
cannot. No.
I'm still going to try to use the Baddie, because the Baddie is the most cost-effective way of
The
doing
baddies
this.
are least reliable and the runs, so if we can use that to end the run, that's going to be amazing.
Because this Ash is not doing shit. All right.
Oh, we're not.
I think the call is 1. Or do you think it's 2?
Why not? Ah.
All right. So
do
I
we-
think we use the Nisei token here, because then he has to rerun through all the ice.
That sounds good. That declares to him that this is a Nisei Mark II.
He knew that it was a Nisei Mark II, I would say.
Yeah, and that's fine. It would be very surprising for him not to just come back, and that's fine.
To force the border control use.
Yeah. That was really sad that we had to lose those.
I really would have liked to have succeeded on the baddie there, because then we'd still have the 2 border controls. But we have the preemptives.
Yeah.
So now there's no data suckers. So this is actually pretty bad. Right?
Yeah.
It's not great. We're finally actually getting into the meat of his money.
Yeah.
And then we'll end the run. And we will score while the scoring is good. I think we are going to pitch the Rashida here.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Or, no, we'll pitch...
Do a second preempt. Like, how many preemptives do we need?
Well, yeah, we can get back the preemptive with the preemptive, right?
Yeah. Do we even want 2 preemptives? I guess they're good. They're just an economy card. You just put a bunch of stuff you like back in your deck.
Uh-oh.
Annoying. That's fine, though. Ooh, look at how efficient this is.
Rest in peace, our Nisei counter.
Yeah. Well, the only... Oof.
Money. Preemptive. I want baddie. I want border control. And I want the other preemptive, I guess.
Okay, yeah. I suppose, so the thing right now is that the only way we're going to get him is if we're going to be able to tax him on cards enough that he cannot steal an Obokata, which makes me feel real sad about where our Kakugos are.
Well, we're going to put the I key in front of the Kakugo.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we should even, like... So with the preemptive, I'm wondering if we should have installed the I key over the Kakugo, put the Kakugo in archives, and preemptived it back.
Oh, yeah,
so that we
that's
can
true.
get it on the remote.
I don't think that we have a good chance of winning this game, but...
Oh, we don't. And I feel like the thing right now is we have to play towards the chance of scoring out an Obokata. Oh, that's great.
So, Breach Dome is now in the bin, never to be heard from again.
Did work. It's possible we saw an Obokata there, in which case, sorry.
So what do we want to do here? Do we want to put the Rashida in the remote and then get the I key on HQ?
I like putting the Rashida on the moat, yeah. Do we want to trash the Kakugo in case... No, I don't think we do.
Yeah, he's not coming. He's not coming into HQ the normal way anymore, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get the I key onto archives so the Omar runs are a little bit more taxing,
Like it.
or taxing at all.
Yeah. Halana has done some messed up stuff apparently, and
Oh right, this generates the same problem we had before.
That's okay. We can. I think it's going to be close to impossible for us to make it so that our scoring remote, or so that our servers aren't turning wheel farmed, considering that we have 4 bad publicity.
I just don't know how we're gonna win this.
Yeah. One more Kukuo in the deck, right?
Yeah.
It's also running a little bit short on cards. That's exciting. I think we should start boosting into Ike if he doesn't break it.
To force him through his hand. I think we're probably gonna lose on this pull.
Oh yeah,
I'm not being negative. I'm just.
We're in real tough trouble because we have to set up a real convoluted thing to win the game, and he just needs to find a thing on R&D.
Gosh.
Yeah, so I think we just, Turning wheel, that's really interesting.
I think we're gonna overwrite. We're gonna put the Anansi on there because maybe we can get him by surprise with it.
Yeah.
We're gonna hedge, and then we're gonna preempt if the Kaku goes back in for the remote.
I like that.
And a baddie. We're in the wildlands now.
Yeah, I mean, the one game plan that we're working towards is like this complicated Rube Goldberg set of pieces of which we have none. Whereas his current plan is slam all our
do what he is
centrals.
already doing.
Slam all our centrals while he has 4 bad pub a
And
turn.
$1 billion.
I'm not really a betting person. Oh, we're gonna
bet one.
pay a credit. Kevin, have some cards. Hope you like them. Credit for that. We're like Nisei division.
Yeah. Yeah, Coyote, a big thing about the tools that Anarch utilizes is they're internally synergistic with overdrawing and trashing cards, both the Corp cards and your own. Right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Oh, he doesn't want to hit the Nancy.
Is he gonna try again to?
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna pay 2 to force the draw.
Absolutely.
Yep, because he paid 1. So we're now
Yeah,
we're doing pseudo net damage to him.
Yeah. Hey.
Welcome to Wild Outs. Like.
Yeah. I mean, we're in so much trouble here.
We are in so much trouble, but we are in like Wild Outland.
Yeah. No, this is good because if we draw some Kakugos before we find agendas.
Oh my word.
Tough thing is that if the first Kakugo we get probably needs to go on server 1. Is that true? It either goes there or archives. That's tough.
I think it goes archives, right?
It doesn't do anything on archives, right? Because he can just run the remote. He can just run the regular place, right?
Yeah, but at least that's more expensive, right?
Yeah, Yeah, you're right.
We are working very hard.
Yeah. The downside of us force feeding him all these cards is that Polana is going to be off soon. How are we going to win then?
Dude, we are scrapping hard.
That's here, right?
Yeah. Because this is the one place a Kakugo can be that it's not giving him a free turning wheel counter.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, he's going in. I love this. We just have one Breach Dome in the deck, right?
Yes. I don't think we do the side game here.
I think we can afford to.
This 8 agenda suite is not giving us up, though, you know?
Oh, I think we're obviously on borrowed time, but
yeah.
Things are going well. Oh, we're so good at Netrunner.
Now I will fire it if he says fire the side game.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this Nisei division tech. I think next turn we credit and show him our hand. Is that right?
Yeah.
Because that'll give us 8 credits, which is probably enough for us to operate for the rest of the game.
So real talk, if he whiffs on the next dig, he might not ever be able to steal an Obokata.
Right. Well.
Or it'll be much more difficult for him to steal an Obokata.
Yeah.
How's that?
No one is making him do Omar runs.
I also think we need to get the DNA tracker on HQ.
He's probably done with HQ. So the next Kakugo goes on server 1. Border control but he's gonna see all our cards before we do. So we are in like impossible shape, but
You don't say.
yeah, maybe it's okay.
It's not okay.
I do think he's being smart with getting these free runs on HQ. I guess he does his last thing on R&D and doesn't seem very expensive. Thought Anansi was supposed to be expensive.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we have a lot of bad pub. Yeah, there's no way.
No. I think we did a good job.
Yeah, we did a good job. Good game.
Ah, so lucky. Look at this luck sack. Just finding the agenda off R&D. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't feel bad losing that one. We played.
Oh, not
I think
at
we
all.
played well.
That's the one thing that we could have thought about is
The mining accident was the wrong choice.
that hand we kept. That hand was a little bit soft to mining accident.
Yeah.
Which maybe means that we should have thrown it back, or we should have spent our first turn just like put down an I key and click for 2 credits. Felt right at the time.
But yeah, I mean, I think this deck is very strong.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, we're gonna lose games to
The best, one of the best corps in one of the best runners in one of the best players' hands.
I mean, I think it's a tough balance, like adjusting your deck when you win or when you lose, because you don't want to lose a game better than you or somebody who's a really strong player. We don't have to decide whether Kevin's better than us, though he is. You don't want to lose the game and then decide, well, Kevin's really strong, so there's nothing to learn here. But at the same time, we don't want to lose a game to somebody who's very good and then decide
That's the no. It was a combination of it was a remarkably close game. We played well. He played exceptionally well. He was well on top of what he need. Oh my lord.
You're doing well. Yeah. This is what Netrunner's all about. Alright, so we installed Fumiko. We installed
Yeah.
Field and Prisec in there, so run first click, that's pretty funny. We could just hey, look, I love this professional contacts. We all are being very professional.
Feeling great about life.
I feel like if they run last click, we pay into the
Yeah, we pay into the ashtrays.
yeah. Philotic, Nisei.
I sure
That's
hope
what
we
we're
draw some ice. Alright, let's put that on HQ. Let's put that on R&D. Let's get a hedge fund. Future Perfect in the bin.
I don't hate it. It's fine. Yeah, we can do that. I'm wondering if we should have put the Anansi on server 1 so that we could start jamming and ignore R&D.
No, because that.
Yeah. Yeah. But what's gonna happen? All our agendas are in hand.
Yeah, I'll force you to pay for this. We've got the money.
Yeah.
This is
I mean,
not...
depending on what they have here, this might actually...
They might not have enough. If
like,
they're on Inversificator, this is going to be so nightmarish.
Bolo isn't gonna be enough.
This might actually be GG with the stim hack damage.
Yeah, neat.
Nancy...
Well, they need to break it. They have 2 cards in hand.
No, that's what I mean. If they can't break it, they might just die here.
Yeah.
Now,
it seems good.
a lot of kit decks are running like a backup Ica. If they have backup Ica, then they'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, they should be able to, if they have a nanotech, they can put the nanotech on the dinosaur.
Nope.
Oh, that's
no.
really good.
Oh yeah, going on Dino.
That's good. And that's pretty good for us because this was not their plan.
Yeah, that's not what they wanted on there.
Yeah. Though it is.
Oh my god, I hope they hit a Breach Dome. Yeah, they hit a Breach... Oh no, it was the stim hack damage.
They breached them themselves.
But I was about to be like...
well.
Yeah, that went very well. So well, in fact, that I hope we can draw an ice soon, so we can start. If we can draw literally any ice with this ash, we can just start jamming.
We can jam behind an
We are
IP or
so ridiculously rich right now. Now, this Anansi feels pretty nightmarish.
I mean, 3 to tax is not that great, though.
Perfect.
It certainly.
Great.
Ooh.
Server 1.
Does this count as we can jam behind anything?
Yeah, because we have if they have to go get a second breaker, and we still have the ash in the server. They're not going to be able to afford to do that and go get the breaker that they need. And we can always switch the Anansi for when they go back in, if it would tax them more.
Yeah, I really appreciate their flexibility here because putting that mimic on the Dinosaurus was presumably not their plan.
But they were like, "Hey, desperate times.
Look, I'm a shaper. I'm flexible. I'm gonna make it work."
And we know, they don't know, that our deck is very unlikely to give them agenda because 4 out of 8 agendas have already been set.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
That's pretty nice. It's nice to have that preemptive in hand. I'm not super inclined to put the Future Perfect back. We should probably just hold on to the preemptive for a while so that we can do it later.
Yeah. I think next turn we're going to just go straight into jamming an oboe. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. If we score out this avocado, we can finally use this gift that we have been extremely loath to use.
Yeah, what a gift if we had used it earlier. What a gift it would have been for the runner. Hey, you want to come check HQ? There's 3 agendas in here.
Yeah.
This thimble rig. Gosh, I'm having a blast. Thank you so much, man.
Oh yeah, happy to.
No thanks.
Finally, a thimble rig res. This is great.
This is great. Because now we can be dicks and move stuff around. Because we can move that onto R&D after we score.
Could, yeah.
Oh my god! That's an Atman 0.
Oof.
Well, I mean, but we have the ashtrays.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa. You're halfway there to the... You can't access this.
Do you want to move the thimble rig? I guess we don't need to because they only have one click.
Yeah, we really don't need to.
So they can stim hack through here if they want to. Oh, they can't take the Obokata if they stim hack. They can cold read here.
They also just don't have any credits.
That's what I'm saying. So they can either cold read or stim hack in.
And either way, they would die. Yeah.
Yeah. So they'd have to cold read, and they're probably not on cold read.
So I think now, since we're scoring, we can afford to move Thimble Rig. No, I guess Anansi's still better online.
So let's leave it on the remote where it's not doing anything.
Yeah. And then Mando draw, advance, 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 and probably
gift. I don't think we have time for the gift.
Yeah, I don't think we have time for the gift. That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Because we're literally gonna put the border control on the remote, and then the following turn, and the baddie probably, and then the next turn we're gonna jam the oboe.
Yeah, either the border control or the NGO advance the NGO ones. If we really want them to.
Kevin's also playing, so we could have seen the game from his side.
Oh, neat.
So there is a future perfect in this bin.
Can have it. Well, we can bid something or other. 2's fun.
Here, I need to close this video that Kevin was kind enough to send me, so we could see it from his perspective, which is nice for posterity.
Yeah, that's really fun. I guess with the future perfect in archives such that they know about it, I think preempting it away is a good plan. So, I also have 2 R&D interfaces, so maybe it's safer in... No, it's safer in R&D, right? Because
they're so unlikely to hit agendas here.
Yeah. We probably should preemptive back the future perfect now.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna put the border control, put the baddie, preemptive.
Love that, yeah. Unless I guess we draw a Philotic Entangle. Oh no, we know we're not going to draw an agenda. Oh wow, I'm surprised they didn't go for it on archives since we drew the. But I guess they only had 1 credit.
I think I need to cut one of the preemptives from this deck.
I don't think they're doing enough work for you.
I think 1 is the right number.
I don't think
they're for my defensive upgrades.
If they're on core set only, which I don't think so because
this is Joe. I don't think she's on core set only.
Yeah, unless she's trying to get us with a core set. Actually, I think she might be on core set only. Is Professional Contacts in core?
It's in the new core.
Is?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's probably. Yeah, maybe she's just like, I'm gonna get him with a core set only deck, which is hilarious. I love it.
I will say one thing about this Pilana deck. I mean, given we've only lost 1 game, but like the ones we win, we're very.
R&D. What the heck? Wow, she's gonna see 1,000,000 cards.
No thanks.
End it? Yeah.
Yeah, they got nothing, right?
Yeah, she's starting the turn with 0 credits.
And then we just
2 credits.
And then we just jam.
Hard to not like this line. I love just jamming some core set decks into in the standard room because I just love the Nisei core. It's such a great collection of cards.
I guess Rob's in the chat. Rob must have stopped by so he could see what a version of Red we're playing.
What a good Jinteki deck looks like.
What a good... Yeah, I'm glad you said it. I was leading you into that joke. Yeah, what a good...
I think, Rob... So, Rob, don't listen to this, because I want you to keep on being on that Pilana deck, or that RP deck. I think you're such a good pilot, you have deluded yourself into thinking that you're on a good deck, and you're not. And think that you will stay on that deck for Sovereign of Subways, so that we can taking a game off of you.
We know you. You know we love you, Rob.
But Rob's an incredible pilot and plays some really good decks, and so like we need him on this Junko RP deck. Yeah. I love political dealing. I'm really happy with. Oh, I shouldn't be talking about your Super Protect. You're in the cut. Anyway, Rob's deck is absolutely. It's non-functional no matter how you play against it. So you should not think. You should just successes, and you should leave his centrals alone. Yeah, you should underestimate him.
So let's talk about let's talk about very briefly some edits that we could potentially make here. We're gonna cut a preemptive.
I like that. You were talking about not needing the attitude adjustment. I don't know how. Like, I think it's nice to have.
Yeah, I think it's a nice backup to have. So without the preemptive, we could get another Biovault or a Batty if we'd like.
Yeah,
or
that seems good.
Or we could get a third Rashida.
Yeah, well, the other concern is that you wanted to call the deck 9999s. So
it kind of ruins the joke. But go ahead.
Well, yeah, you only have 8 9s in here right now. So
you mean Nisei tokens?
That's the problem. So that would be a reason to play the third Biovault, but that's probably not correct.
Well, Marcus Batty's kind of a Nisei token. Oh, right. I wanted to get one of Lethea Nisei in there to try out.
Oh yeah, she's not bad.
If it's the oboe in the remote, she's very good.
Also, Rob, you are loved seeing the agenda, like the ID breakdown in the top 16. You are like, man, Freedom is such a delight, and you've built
what a hand, what a great keep hand.
Ooh, Sunny. This is interesting.
I think we just put out the I key on HQ.
Sure.
I probably should have drawn first. I'll do it now.
Yeah.
And then we'll get the Anansi down to discourage any shenanigans.
Yeah.
And then next turn...
Rob, sorry if that was actually cutting too deep. I apologize.
Yeah, let's show him. And then I want to put that on archives. Shut down.
Yeah.
Run-based economy.
Yeah, and they don't know the ice on HQ, so we probably don't need to get rid of this Nisei, even though they know about it.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'd be reluctant to do that.
All right. Oh, a Kakugo, perfect. So new remote.
Oh, that's perfect.
Ash in the remote and Rashida. The next turn we can try to jam the Nisei.
Yeah, that's great.
I love this deck. I'm having such a blast.
Yeah. Oh, it feels great to have a Rashida and only 2 cards in hand. I think you shouldn't be afraid of popping Rashida if it takes you up to 9 cards, but it sure doesn't feel
It sure does feel great when you know no matter what happens, you're going to be all right. Like, nothing's worse than when you pop the Rashida and you get, like, all 6 cost plus ice. You're like, cool.
Ooh, hostage. Ooh, the artist. This is interesting.
They're probably doing the Rozeki and then using this as, like, backup drip, basically.
Yeah, I am always very fascinated with Sunny deck building because it's extremely wide open. I think...
Alright, so I think we're gonna Nisei.
Yeah.
We're gonna advance at once, and we're gonna put a border control on there.
Seems pretty good. What's the other ice? Kakugo?
Kakugo. So we're doubling up on the same breaker type, but
Yeah.
it's not cheap. And there's an Ash.
Only
Yep.
good breaker in... Well, actually, Sherman's pretty good. So,
Sherman's good against all these one-costers.
yeah. Well, Sherman, I think, lines up better against most ice that it might need to break than...
Oh, this is so
Breaker.
ideal. This is so ideal. They used 2 sports hoppers already, and now we have the oboe.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, a
Hopper-
sports hopper.
Yeah, Sports Hopper's a really cool card for Sunny lists. I mean, it's not great, but it just gives you a lot of flexibility against decks that are trying to either punitive you or tax you on cards.
Yeah, I think next turn we're gonna
Which I-
we're gonna immediately jam into the oboe because depending on whether or not they draw beforehand, the Kakugo alone might be enough to protect it.
Yeah, I mean, I think just having having an end the run barrier is also they don't know what's our deal. Like if they put down a big computer, like this is gonna stop them.
They are focusing, I would say, way too much on the inevitability of their board.
Yeah, they're setting up for a late game that might not actually happen.
Yeah, I would say it's actually unlikely to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have like a turn to start giving us the business, or the game's over.
Yep.
Well, the game's literally over. They,
Wrong breaker, friend. All right, we're just gonna
yeah,
gonna jam the Nisei.
yeah, that's good. We have 2 end the runs and Ash. The Ash isn't going to do much, but
And we'll put a baddie in there. Why not?
a half of an end the run. Yeah, this is going to be tough. They have to have Sherman exactly and run immediately.
So, Rob, you'll appreciate probably
Sherman.
that this deck is based on a lot of the stuff that I learned from watching you play and you and I discussing Mti and the idea of the border control, Nisei rush, and just trying to jam out as fast as possible and just having the runner burn through all of their resources with all of my advanceables that can pretend to be agendas.
Well, also, Rob, if you need any advice for Sovereign of Subways on how to tune your list, I think it's perfect. You should keep it just the way it is. It made the cut.
Yeah, and it's a blast to play. Like, I think the big thing is the lines are very straightforward. They're fun for both me and the opponent. Like, it's a very back and forth feeling kind of deck. Like, it's got a lot of power, but it feels very fair. And no contest.
I'll be right back.
All right. This is 8 agenda. Ooh, as.
But Rob, you know, Car, you should put in your deck. You should put a Lily Lockwell in there so you can play around Clot with political dealings.
All right, I think we're gonna hedge, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna BC HQ, and we're gonna slot machine R&D, and that seems like a great start.
Yeah, this is exciting to see Az, because I feel like Az is a little bit an unknown quantity, so I'm really excited to see them on stream. How much influence is Lily Lockwell?
Lily Lockwell, I think she's 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
I'll go look at my framed print of her that I have upstairs in the hallway. See if the influence cost is written on the back. I think if the insert from the pack that has that card in it is so lovely because she's meeting one of her contacts for a story at a bar, and on the television in the bar she's marked as live, and it's a pre-recorded broadcast. So it's just like really driving home how disingenuous NBN is, right?
It's yeah. I also like that you can't. There's no amount of
no, Rob, because I've got hijacked router for your ass. Okay.
I've been vulnerable to eating crow by losing games because I expect nothing of myself.
All right, so Kakagos are a really nice tax against Lamb. Oh my God, a Theophilius bag.
Oh! Wow.
I'm guessing they. Oh my God! Oh, I thought they were about to play.
Like, Dan, we can't be rooting for ourselves now. I mean, we should. We're gonna try and win this game, but like, here. Oh my goodness, Theophilius Bagbiter. I'm in love. So in case anyone watching doesn't remember what Theophilius Bagbiter does, the corpse hand size is now whatever their credit total is. It has the minor downside that when you install Theophilius Bagbiter, you lose all your credits. But when did that stop anybody?
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna advance this. We're gonna put a baddie in there. And next turn, we're just going to jam the Future Perfect. And I don't think, since we can drop the Thimble Rig, I don't think that there's fuck all they can do about it.
Probably not.
And we have the Bio Vault, and we have Lethea Nisei.
Well, I certainly wouldn't say that there's fuck all they can do about it, because we have no idea.
They could have a Surfer. We don't know. Like,
I think.
Actually...
the Future Perfect seems pretty safe here. So now they have a hand size of 19.
All right, so we're gonna install advance. This seems like the kind of janky deck that is playing Interdiction. So we're gonna res everything. So we're ready to rock and roll, right?
Like it. So I wonder if they're on game day.
Ooh, that would be a neat play.
That'd be incredible.
That'd be incredible. I can't wait for them to play game day.
Yeah. They did confirm that they're on MWL. Oh yeah, the source would have been hilarious here. We deserve to get sourced.
Yeah, I can't wait for a game. That sweet game day.
So they said they're on MWL 3.2, so we know they're not on Faust, which seems pretty good here.
Yeah.
That's been.
Oh my God! If we had a Kamainu, oh right, that's why they were playing Lamb, to deal with things like Kamainu and Brainstorm.
The deck builds itself.
All right. We gotta just jam slam, right? Like that's our mission.
Yeah. I don't like these dirty laundries here. I think they need to just be drawing into whatever their ambition for this deck is.
I'm gonna bluff this like it's an oboe. And then also, if we draw into the Philotic, we can put it in the same turn.
Yeah, like I'm skeptical that their hand is not big enough already.
Yeah, this is wild. I don't know what they need extra money for, right?
Credits, or they have 32 credits and 28 cards in their stack, so game day is close to drawing their entire deck.
Which is probably what they're going for, right?
Yeah, that seems great. Game day. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh,
you don't need to...
Yeah.
Yeah. Help yourself out.
Drop that Rashida in there.
Yeah. Alright. Agenda for a while, because I really want them to give us the business, to be honest.
You as a co-pilot have a vulnerability. If the opponent's deck is weird enough, you switch teams. I just like look over. You're wearing like different team colors.
Oh, absolutely. Guilty as charged.
Yeah, you're like, oh man, sorry, this deck's too cool.
I mean, look at it.
I know, but I'm just you're like, this shit's too cool.
Yes.
I mean,
Pop the border control here, probably, right?
I don't think I care. I want to be able to swap it with the thimble rig.
Yeah, you're right. They can just have money. It's fine.
Yeah, they already have like $1 billion. What do we care?
You're right. Oh, I thought
Come on, game day. Come on, game day.
thought that I already love this deck, and they're playing friggin' high stakes job. I'm so impressed. So they're probably on
Right,
public terminals. Value Theophilus Bagpiper or Bagbiter? It might be. It might just be out of love and affiliation to the Theophilus Bagpiper stream or podcast because it's very good.
So let's do Lethilla because then it sends them back to the outside. I think
That
the
seems
call.
cool.
I think the call is 2. Yep. So now you got to go through that all again. So we're shaving more cards.
Yeah, this is a very good run for them because they are making us use our scoring remote before it wins us the game. This is something that is very good to do against deck. Ooh, we got their maybe only one of killer. Ooh, I like it. Now they have the option to run in to make us use more resources.
Oh no! If they go in again, I'll just let them trash the bio vault.
Oh, totally. To use a. Oh no, we don't have any money, so the baddie doesn't do anything. Yeah, but this is a pretty good turn for them because they get to take apart this incredibly intimidating scoring remote.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not great.
Yeah, I think we might have wanted to save the Nisei counter.
Maybe.
This is good.
We still have our combo though, because I can move the
Oh,
the
true.
BC
That's
onto
right.
there, and like they don't have much going on, right?
Yeah, true. Them just waltzing through this Kakugo makes me think they don't have a game day in hand.
Yeah, you want that NGO? Here, I'll even res it for you.
Yeah, we should probably res that.
Yeah, like-
we're not seeing anyone. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, we're still in what I would consider a commanding position. We ate up a ton of their cash.
Yeah.
So whatever big draw combo they were doing is back to being dead. And they've already ripped through a lot of their econ cards, right?
Yeah. Ooh. So we could stop this. I don't think we need to.
No, I don't think we need to.
It's a really cool option. It's really neat that we could. The ability to. Nice.
They got the
ability
ones that we're
to,
never going to be able to play.
To swap the thimble rig with the border control and then use the border control is a really cool thing that this deck is able to do.
Yeah. I got that play from Teo, who did that to great event effect against net jogging, if you recall, where he dropped a thimble rig with MT and then on archives on the last run, then pulled the border control off the remote to be able to stop an APOC, which was just so good. Shows you the power of the thimble rigs, right?
Wondering if this as deck is just on like regular criminal stuff, but is using the Aphelios Bagbiter to a big hand and be more efficient. Which I love. That seems great. Kugo on the remote seems really powerful if we want to score out an Obokata. I don't know where you want it.
Well, let's see what we draw.
Yeah.
All right. So let's draw. Let's draw again. Let's put Rashida.
As far as I'm rooting for our opponent instead of us, I feel like they've I think the game has progressed from us being like an absolute lock to win to them having some outs by them effectively like demolishing our scoring remote or all our nice effective upgrades. So, it's a lot of tough emotions that I'm feeling here. All right. Yeah, I think they're just on like value Bagbiter.
Interesting.
Love it.
I think the funniest thing here is that the Az does save you one on the Theophilus install.
Sure does. That's important.
And there's a push your luck in this deck.
I certainly saving a credit on a card that makes you immediately lose all credits in your credit pool is not the most powerful use of Az that I've ever seen.
No, that's why I pointed it out.
Yeah, it's ooh.
I think we just what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the oboe in there. Oh no,
Yeah.
we'll wait on it. We'll wait on it. But we're gonna
go.
Huh?
Oh yeah. They can't break the announcer yet, can they?
Well, I mean, I think we're gonna put a Kakugo, another Kakugo on the remote before we try to push.
I like that.
Actually, you know what? That should do it. Two Kakugos should do it with the border control. I don't think they'll get it this turn.
I also don't think they're going to go for it this turn. The nice thing about it is that...
Oh yeah, peace in our time. Thank you. So we'll advance, and put another border... Oh, there it is! They did it! Game day!
Oh! Right.
Alright, so, things got weird.
Well, Obokata Protocol looks a little bit less impressive.
So I think we just got to... What do we even do here?
Oh, it might be worth it to try and jam the Obokata to make him use up some resources and lose some cards without necessarily the expectation that we're going to score this.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be not fun for them. Actually use any border controls, or we don't use too many border controls. So they have to run on click 2. Otherwise, they will lose the game because we have 2 border controls.
Right.
So we have the out to win that way. If they run on click 2, then we just say, good job, you did it, and take 2 cards from them. I mean, they're a combo deck. And so...
we need to get some defensive assets back.
Yeah. I think that since the Obokata's on the table already, this is a good line. I don't think we would have jammed the Obokata if we knew this was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, they hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
They hit the Breach Dome. That feels pretty funny.
Yeah, now if they don't run right away, we win.
Right, if they don't run the remote this click, we win the game.
Unless they put down a Lucky Charm, which is cool. Which they certainly might, given that. They either need to run, put down or put down a Lucky Charm. Unless they always have a backup plan in their deck. Which
That's
they
another
might.
good one.
I mean, they have, and obviously we're saying in their deck rather than in their hand because those two things are equivalent.
Yeah.
Because they have drawn. What are you afraid of? You have 24 cards in your hand. I mean, we would sure get them with a.
I guess they're worried about like double Koma Inu, right?
Yeah.
Or something to that effect, right?
You can see.
They're probably questioning whether or not they need to install like their other copy of their Sentry Breaker, right?
Right. Yeah, this is
which is not unfair. We haven't shown them a single Sentry, right?
They're being really smart in terms of thinking about this now.
Game. Oh no, they're going. They're going.
That happens sometimes.
And now I really wish the Thimble Rig was on R&D.
Right. Oh yeah, we had a line to stop this. We could have Thimble Rigged onto R&D and then switched the Thimble Rig when they passed it for the border control. And that's really cool.
Well, depending on how many cards they use, they may not be able to steal oboes.
True, that's exciting. So Severnia's Stim Implant gives you
one access for every
access
two cards, so they can see at most. They're going to see 10 additional cards.
10 additional cards. Okay, cool. So they've elected not to. I'm a little confused about this specific place.
They're gonna most likely win this game.
Yeah, I mean, they can't take any Obakatas. They have to find.
And they have to win a future perfect side game potentially.
The one future perfect is already in our score area. I think they're in trouble because we have.
They have two Niseis and the
Aquatic,
Fly.
exactly. This is here. Yeah, I think if they had seen one less card, they could have been in a position where they can steal a single Obakata.
I think we're gonna make it.
I mean, they definitely have a chance to win, but they have to find They have to find three agendas exactly.
We won. Woo!
That was tough. I love it.
Good game. What a neat combo.
I'm really happy that we were able to see what our opponent was up to.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, now I really wish that the Thimble Rig was on R&D, because then we could have ripped the border control.
Yeah. That was really cool. I liked their deck. I wonder if they saw an Obakata.
Oh, yeah.
You want to look at the top of the deck and find out?
Yeah, let's look. No, they didn't.
Oh, so that's bad luck. I think,
very bad luck.
Yeah, I think had they... Well, they also hadn't seen the Obakata, so that's a little tricky. Had they seen a Kukugo yet? So they should probably focus on Obakatas. Yeah. They had one Nisei that they could find.
Yeah.
That was bad luck though.
I think this is an amazing example, although just if we're going to talk about a teachable moment, we were not really taking their decks seriously. So we did not shore up centrals at all. And that was definitely a mistake. We knew that they were. No, I mean, even though they were doing some really wild, weird stuff, we knew that they were probably building towards something that required them to have a lot of cards, right? Like one extra ice on centrals, right?
Right. I guess the tough thing is when you are worried your opponent is building up as something degenerate, sometimes the right thing is just be like, yeah, okay,
let's go.
That's fine. I'm just putting agendas on the table and scoring them. You do whatever you want with your clicks, whatever. That was wild. Also, I think their deck that's a really cohesive game plan. I like it a lot. And I think I think a lot of their game plan made a lot of sense, like the way they were playing. And one thing I like about their deck is that it allowed them to play some really weird cards that you don't necessarily play all the time. Game Day. I think the high stakes job is a little cute, but goodness, I love that card.
Let's do one more.
Sounds good.
A Nat deck.
Ooh.
I don't like this hand, though. I like this one way better.
Yeah, this is great.
Good luck, have fun.
What's your opener here?
Well, let's see what we draw. Probably Kakugo for R&D.
Cool.
Aiki for HQ. And a credit for now?
I like it.
Now, this deck is very much so all in on crowdfundings, so I'd like to buy another piece of cheap ice. This is the Pied Piper deck. So,
nice.
Like a crowdfunding deterrent, right?
Yeah.
Where I can get like an Aiki for archives, and then that really sets us up strongly in the early game.
Is Page Piper the first time or every time?
First time.
Okay.
So you can't Page Piper and then immediately go into something else after you install Page Piper. Alright, so
if people
let's
are not
draw
familiar
once.
with this deck,
I'm gonna put it down because they're gonna probably install a crowdfunding to get the other two in the bin, and then run 3 times. So we gotta lock down the centrals because that's their main economy. Without that, their deck really slows down.
Yeah. I don't know if they're playing much ice destruction.
They have 3 hippos and 3 knives.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So let's do the game plan, right?
But
I am really enjoying this deck.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to sleeve this up. And then after this game, I'm gonna go make myself some food.
same.
Yep, they're gonna ditch the other 2 crowdfundings, which will hopefully never return.
Cool interaction. I really like this deck. I really like this concept.
No, the Page Piper deck is really efficient and really neat.
Yeah.
But again, when you know that there's no liberated, there's no mining accidents, right?
Ooh, I think we.
Yeah, we still res. We're fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a clear preference of which of these 2 cards we'd rather keep. I think we're fine losing either of them.
Yeah. Yeah, then I think we're...
But this Rashida draw made me feel just fine about it.
Yeah, so I think we're going to put on a Nancy, and we're going to put a border control on server 1.
It's quite rude.
Yep.
What is protecting archives?
A border control, unfortunately. I might overwrite it with the slot machine. But I actually like having a hard end the run there. Yeah. And the nice thing is we have cheap ice behind our big ice. So now that hippo's down, we just don't res the outside ice.
Yeah. Put the slot machine on archives. The hippo.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a nightmare for their game plan.
Yeah, because we have all the cheapos on the Now we can't res any of our defensive upgrades, which is pretty not great.
Right. And certainly NGO front is a little bit less exciting here.
I don't even think we need it. We're holding an IPO, right?
Oh yeah, the only reason we want it is so that we can bluff stuff out. The Ike's nice to. Is there anything that's outermost right now that we want to protect from Hippo?
The border control. So let's put it on server 1.
Yeah.
And then we'll just IPO.
The bio vault.
We could try to bluff it as a...
I feel like the bio vault, if they leave it alone, is something I'd be comfortable resing through a hacktivist.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, so now they're Quetzal Pretzel. Luckily, we have double barrier. There's no MK in the bin, right? Or there is.
Is that an Anansi outermost?
Yeah, I think we just let them take their net damage tax from the Kakugo, right? Because it's going to be a single access here.
Yeah. I'm fine with them having this.
I'm betting they saw an Obokata. No.
Do you think so?
Alright, let's draw. Let's put a Philotic down.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, do they have
a double rig over R&D so we can res that Anansi?
I do. What a great call. This is why you're here. This is why I pay you the big bucks, you know?
Look, this has been such a great draw against this archetype.
We also have a lot of ice. We are on 18 ice. I
think that we're up against is a very strong list, and I think we. I mean, I don't want to counter chickens before they're hatched, but I think we're going to be doing very well this game. It might make this deck look a little bit less powerful than it actually is.
Oh no, the Pied Piper deck is very strong. We got a great start, and I know what they're doing, so right from the get-go, I prioritized armoring up.
And we're not out of the woods yet. I mean, I think they could probably take 2 more runs and get their crowdfundings back solid.
If they let the side game fire now, then I'm gonna force them to overdraw because they have a very small.
I like that.
They have a very small deck size, and they've already ripped through most of it.
Yeah, this is a strong turn for them. We're gonna lose some stuff in R&D or in our HQ that we liked. Add.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna pay here because I want them. To have to discard cards because they have to come in a third time.
Yeah, they have to. And I don't think they can afford to pay 3 to break this Ike subroutine. And they're running out of cards pretty fast here. Nat is a little kid, so he can't. I think we've all been younger. Can we rest the? No, we can't. We've all been younger, and when you're younger, you just can't have as many cards in your deck. We've all had that experience. Do you like paying 2 here, or is that too pricey?
No, I just wanted to guarantee that it would fire because that's.
Yeah, I like
this
2.
This is 4 net damage.
Sorry, I was a little bit lagged, so I was suggesting bidding 2. I'm in total agreement with you. I wasn't questioning it. I like
Yeah. Because that's 4 net damage. They have 9 cards left in their stack. Oh my god, I've had worses going into the bin.
This is great.
This is incredible. Now they're gonna get their primary econ, which is not ideal. But they paid for that.
Yeah. This is pretty good. And I think we kept we didn't lose the card in HQ that I most wanted to not lose. I think that Biovolt's very good. Do we want to score out here? Yeah. Cool. 1 second. I'm going to be right back.
Yep. Let me math it. So... So they're breaking all 3 here.
All right, I'm back.
So they... Okay, so now we can actually land the Anansi, so we will fire it.
Yeah. Can we? Yeah, we probably can.
They can't break this.
Yeah, because they can get it down to strength. Oh, they're 1 credit. No, they're quite a few credits short.
They would
that's
need
great.
They would need 8 credits plus the data sucker tokens. So let's arrange the top 5. I want the attitude adjustment in hand.
Yeah, I think our attitude could be better.
I think I want that at the bottom. Want that below that. I'm gonna have to redo this. Okay.
I like getting the border control in front of the Anansi so they can't go break it with Hippo.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the lowest card DNA tracker, and then I'm gonna make Ash the next, then the border control, then the Rashida, and then the attitude adjustment.
Yeah, I guess DNA tracker would also fill the role of card we put on HQ and never intend
And
on
just
resing.
never res. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's fine.
So this is devastating. This is a devastating hit point loss for them, especially with a res untrashable Kakugo on R&D.
Right. Do we have any Kakugos on the scoring remote?
We do. We have 1. We'll do 1 net damage, and then we'll do 3 more. And it hits
Seems like
the
a lot of
last
damage.
I've had worse.
So here's a little. It's a little trickier to know whether they whether we're supposed to pay into the Anansi or to pay for the Ike now because we're poorer.
I think they're gonna break all 3.
Think so? They don't have the money for that. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
maybe.
pay 1. I'm gonna pay 1. Because this is all good in the hood, right?
Yeah.
And we can guaranteed beat them on the side game, even though they're gonna see all 3 cards. Yeah, so we bet 2.
Yeah, I think we have to.
Yeah, we don't take the risk.
We're in such a commanding position. I think there's no reason not to do that, especially when we can attitude adjustment it away next turn. They have the option to just jam into HQ and hope to get it again, but that's bananas.
I feel a little bad, like not super bad.
The nice thing is that our opponent was a cute kid and they turned into an adult, so like we don't have to feel as guilty.
And then we're gonna put the Rashida down.
I like that.
They might come go get it, but then we can res Ike, and if they use a hippo on that, that's just fine.
Seems pretty good. Yeah, I guess it's nice for us.
And this isn't even the turn where they can run archives 3 times to get crowdfundings back.
Exactly. I think if it's possible, it'd be really nice to money up a little bit so we can res an ice on every central.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm here.
Oh yeah. Can't draw here. They gotta.
Yeah, this is
great.
this is wildly bad for them. They have no strikes. They know that we're probably on Oboe, right? They might even think we're on the punitive deck, right?
Yeah. Well, they can't play around us being on the punitive.
No, but I'm saying like, as far as like a bad condition for them to be in.
Yeah.
All right. This feels great.
Really
And they gave themselves another net damage.
Yeah. That was a little bit unforced.
Now our ability is turned off. The last fire of Pilana has triggered.
Yeah, they cleverly rused us
By just ripping through our...
Those Kakugos plus the border controls are gonna really...
So I think what's gonna happen here is we're gonna take this Rashida money.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna purge.
Ooh, I like that.
And then probably slot machine, definitely.
Yeah.
And thimble rig since Amaku is on the table.
Yeah, Thimble Rig is not that impressive.
Because now we can res the border control.
Yeah, I guess the scary, the worst thing they can do.
Wait,
this
did
turn-
JNet just let me click?
What's that?
Did JNet just let me click on his breaker and spend his money?
Oh, that seems pretty good. For real? Can you? That's a serious downside of Black Orchestra. If you can just. Oh, is it weird? I don't know. Oh, so this is. Oh, it's been your 3.
Yeah.
That's pretty weird. Oh, them eating the Anansi here is pretty good.
I don't think they're eating the Anansi here, or are they?
Are they not?
No, they're gonna break it so they can get their hippo.
Yeah. So they eat the Anansi, right?
You mean eat it as in break it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
I thought you meant like eat shit, like eat the damage to the face.
Oh, like. Oh, well, now they don't have to break the Aiki. That's pretty good. Eat it, killing the Anansi, and just running through HQ 3 times seems pretty strong here for them.
I mean, that's all their money.
Oh, yeah. No, it's pretty good for us. Oh, wait, can they even do that?
Yeah.
They break the...
They can only get through once more.
They can get through it. The interesting thing is that they can get through it for a little cheaper if they can get their turtle up to strength.
But they can't do that.
Yeah.
There's no way for them to do that.
If they run archives, can click.
I don't think they'll run archives with no money, without knowing what the ice is.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so this is not going great. Probably the best thing they can draw here is or they can access here is Obokata Protocol.
Yeah, if they access Obo, the
one.
game's over.
Yeah.
Because then it limits the number of runs they can make.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they need to. I don't know how they're winning this game without taking an Obokata Protocol.
I think
from
next
us.
turn we're going to Celebrity Gift and just pop the Obo into the remote.
I love that. That seems extremely rude.
I'm an extremely rude guy.
Yeah. And I think their line next turn is to just go on HQ.
So
And that's fine for us.
are they gonna just eat? They're just gonna eat the damage.
Oh, exciting. Okay. No, that's not horrible. I mean, I think they
Oh, they didn't run for the crowdfunding. Weird.
then I don't like this line. Now we're not in any kind of rush to get rid of the Obokata.
No, but we could just slow roll it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we should probably put it in. It's still probably the best install just because we want to get.
Yeah,
get
but they literally can't steal it. I don't even have to res ice on this. Right? Like I could if I wanted to, but I don't have to. I'll res the Aiki just to tax them money.
Yeah, this is a little brutal. Um,
So there's the hippo.
nice.
So we'll just advance this once. We'll put a border control on HQ so they can't get rid of Ike. And we'll gain a buck.
That seems great. Yeah, probably next turn if we don't. Yeah, this seems very powerful.
I'm going to purge next turn.
Yeah, why not? Well, if we draw an agenda, it might be...
Well, yeah, if we don't draw an agenda, I will purge.
Draw an agenda, it probably makes sense for us to get to work on getting this Obokata scored. Well, maybe even then it makes sense to purge next turn. Sure do love that we have this...
Even with the Nisei, I'm going to purge. That's, like, their back is broken now.
I'm surprised they didn't make enough runs to get their...
Yep, they're going to concede. Good game. They could conceivably win this, but it's not easy.
Yeah, that was tough. I think we had a very good draw against them, and we... yeah, that was tough. I really like this deck of theirs.
So we went 9-1 today. That seems pretty good, right?
Yeah, so we only actually learned anything from one game, but we felt good about ourselves.
Well, I mean,
I'm joking a little bit, but I mean it is good to pick up losses so you can like.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we did learn here is that the core game plan of what, like, this is a viable concept in the current meta game. Like, because sometimes Rush Red is not viable, right?
Yeah.
But we've got enough ice. We're fast, right? Like, we're super duper fast.
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing about Lethia and Nisei, if you have other defensive upgrades in the server, is if the side game fails and it doesn't work, she doesn't trash.
Yeah. That's a really powerful thing about her. I like Lethia.
I don't think she'd ever be a 2-of, but it's a fun effect to be like, well, I got a baddie too, but let me just see if I can toss you back to the end of the server first.
Yeah, and it's pretty great with Kakugos. I think that's
the original reason, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I like this. This suits my playstyle.
Yeah. But what doesn't? You're very flexible.
Yeah, I'm all right. But yeah, right now I'm not learning much because all of my decks are doing well, as you can see.
Yeah, you gotta take these losses. Otherwise, how are you gonna ever learn?
But yeah, Sanjay, thank you so much for jumping on. It was such a treat to have you. And
absolutely.
Everybody watching, if you would like to support the channel, the easiest way to do that is to subscribe on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, it's no cost. There's also a link in the show notes of Patreon, a link in the show notes of YouTube that you can use to support the channel more directly. And until we see all of you lovely Netrunner humans again, always be running.